Great afternoon, everyone. This is another vlog that I'm dropping. I am Artist of Truth. So, today I want to discuss a relationship topic. This relationship topic is about um, men and women, and we how we interact with each other. You know, the the things that we say and do, which has a tendency of pushing each other away. So the actions of a man. So I'm just gonna start it off with the males first. Um, some of us men, we have a tendency, we we come off very strong. We come off extremely strong. We we have a tendency to give too much information when we are in the presence of a woman. We really have the tendency to just open up far too soon than we really should. And also, we have a tendency of trying to force ourselves in a woman's space. And it's funny, and I touch on this topic because I'm guilty of it. I've done it before. Being overwhelmed with a woman, her beauty, her physical aspects, characteristics, her overall, or her energy that she gives. I've been guilty of just doing too much too soon and saying things that remotely would keep her from even wanting a second or third date. And on that end, for any of the guys who feel like, you know, you've taken a shot with a young lady and she hasn't called you back, she has not reached out to you. um try not to take it personal, but stop and analyze yourself. And that's something that as men we don't do. Our macho mentality, we have a tendency of thinking how we are how we generally are every single day. There's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with us. It's nothing wrong with me. It's nothing wrong with you. But in the end, when a woman brings it to your attention, some of us, we become very defensive. And I would like to say, stop becoming so defensive. Um, if you are rejected, take the rejection as a learning tool. Analyze yourself. Think about, okay, what did I say, or what did I do? Because a lot of times you could just come out and ask the woman, okay, you're not digging me like that, and this, that, and the fifth. Okay, so would you help me understand? Maybe there's something that I said that I shouldn't have said, or maybe something that I did which made you feel uncomfortable. Let me know. And I feel personally, for a woman communicating with a man, there's nothing wrong with it, especially if he is being genuine and sincere. He's asking you, okay, what did I do? Did I do something wrong? Did I say something wrong? let me know. So in the future, I will keep that in mind and just be fully aware of not being so aggressively forceful and just giving too much information too soon, you know. And I'm big on communication. I feel that when you communicate with each other, you have a clear, concise understanding of what the man and the woman is looking for in their position on a specific topic. We are guilty of not communicating. I don't know about any other nationality, ethnicities of individuals, but I will say this much: when it comes to melanated people, we have a tendency, we are not we are not capable of fully communicating because we were never really taught how to effectively communicate with one another without being insulting, sarcastic, degrading one another. So we have to learn, first and foremost, the effective methods on communication skills. We can't rely on schools to do that because they don't always do that. So we have to learn how to teach each other, and we have to be mindful. We have to keep an open ear. Stop running your mouth so much thinking that you know everything when you really don't know not even 60% of the shit that you know now because someone had to tell you. So, and on the flip side, ladies, let's be mindful that if a man is, if a guy is interested in you, he's interested in you. Don't, just because there's something about him that you don't agree with, or maybe you don't even like it, please refrain from trying to alter a man's really alter a man, period. If he's a good guy, he's a respectable guy, he's disciplined, he's strong, he presents leadership leadership characteristics, cool. But if there's something about him that you don't agree with, don't try and change him. That is like the worst thing that you can do to a man. And for a man, speaking from experience, I've had a relationship where I was involved with a woman, and I found myself changing to please her, and doing that, it really took away from me as an individual. I felt as though I was a mere shell of myself, and I would like to just share the information with you ladies, that allow a man to be who he's going to be, who he is. I'm sure there are women out there who can't stand for a man to meet a guy, and then off the bat, he's trying to mold you into this type of woman that he really wants. And I've heard women in conversations, very, very deep, heated conversations, speak on that. It's like, if you want this type of woman, then you need to leave me alone, and you need to go and find that woman. Don't try and mold me into being this type of female if you are not willing to accept me for who I am. I agree. I agree. I feel like, if he's trying to change you from a negative and make you into a positive, then shoot, work with him. But I mean, it's like, if you don't want better for yourself, can't no one else can want better for you, and you don't want it for yourself. I understand that. Keep that in mind also. But don't try and change a man, because there's a characteristic or several characteristics. He's charming. He always listens. He pays attention to details when, it pertains to needs or wants and desires of your own. But be mindful that these same things that you are expecting from him, you need to have that same consideration for him, to not try and mold him and change him and make him into the type of man that you want. Because if he's not the type of man that you want, then leave. Leave. And open your mind, open your heart to allowing the man that you really want and need to come in. I'm not saying just lower your standards and deal with any old guy, but just be realistic in your own expectations. So that's a real big thing, for me, is just, not changing one another. Just accept the individual for who he or she is. So, other than that, that's probably it for right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this down, and I hope everyone has a great afternoon, and stay safe and have a great day.